Rosa. I'm a creative consultant for creative professionals, brands, and projects. And for the month of September, I've been doing a 30 videos in 30 days challenge where I am doing a 5-minute video about how to break into creative careers every single day. And so without further ado, let's get to it.
So today we're going to continue on the theme of building your personal brand. And today specifically we're going to talk about the difference between what you're good at and what you love to do. So I've touched base on this just a little bit in some of these videos, but I'm going to talk a little bit of a deeper dive here. What I mean by understanding what you're good at versus what you love to do is you have to understand which of your skill sets are the most marketable and the most profitable. I know that the big saying is that if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life, but that's not entirely accurate when it comes to the creative careers space. Like, yes, you can probably carve out a niche in doing pretty much anything, but what you love to do versus what you're good at, there might be a gap there. Maybe you do love what you're really good at, but for some of us, that might not be the case. So when you understand that there might be a gap between what you're good at and what people are willing to pay for versus what you are passionate about and what you would love to do, then you can start figuring out, okay, which do I build my business on? Which do I build my brand on? Which do I pursue a revenue stream with regular clientele with? So an example of this, I'll use a personal example, is that I'm really good at marketing strategy. That is what pays the bills. I have a day job in marketing strategy. I've had several jobs with marketing strategy, project management in mind, and I'm good at what I do in that regard. What I love to do is write. I love writing, I love creative writing, and I love pursuing that more creative bent to creative fiction writing. Will I be able to pay the bills with that? That has yet to be seen. I think a revenue stream can definitely be built through that, and we'll talk about building a revenue stream through your book writing and through being an author in a later episode this month. So stay tuned, like this video, subscribe to this channel so you can stay up to date on the 30 days and 30 video challenge that I'm doing, so you can see that video and everything else that I have to offer here. But in terms of my personal life, I'm really good at strategy. Strategy is going to pay the bills. Marketing strategy, people are willing to pay for. It is a highly lucrative, highly in-demand skill set. So don't hate me, but writers are a dime a dozen. There's 5,000 books published in the US every year, at least. So there's plenty of saturation in that space. So in order to stand out, you have to really be good at marketing yourself as a writer, because there's just so much in the market. So in terms of writing my book and being a creative writer, indie author, that's something I love to do, and I can make a revenue stream from that through my marketing strategy. But in terms of what's going to actually pay the bills on a regular basis, where I won't be in fear of missing a payment or something, it's going to be marketing strategy as a service. So that is the more lucrative thing for me. And when you identify what you're passionate about versus what you are good at and people will pay for, then you can really hone in on your brand and really play to your strengths in that aspect. What are you best at? What will pay the bills? And then use that to fund your efforts in the things that you love to do. You don't have to love your day job or your creative business. You should at least like it and be interested in it, but you don't have to love it if it's paying the bills. So that's something that I just wanted to put out there, that your personal brand can be built on two things: what you love to do and what you are really good at. What you're really good at can be a part of the key services that you provide, versus that will then help fund your efforts in doing what you love. And doing what you love might contribute and be one of the revenue streams that helps pay the bills, but it may not be the bread and butter, bringing home the bacon type of thing. So when it comes to creative careers, understand that. I encourage you to do that exercise and finding that out so you can build your personal brand effectively with different aspects and different dynamics to it, because a personal brand shouldn't be so flat and static that it's not representative of who you are. Your personal brand can represent both those things. It's just identifying which one's going to pay the bills. So that's all I have for today. I will see you in the next video.